So Tite, I'm not a Bobby Firmino fan, but you left out Bobby Firmino for that.
Bro, you imagine if you bought on Firmino, bro.
You left out Bobby Firmino for that. You left out Gabriel Barbosa for that. Him having what? If they'd won the penalty shootout, after everything's gone on 3-3, if France had won the penalty shootout, PSG win the league, and say get to the semi-finals of the Champions League, he'd win the Ballon d'Or. He'd have won the Ballon d'Or. That's the only way somebody's going to win the Ballon d'Or in French football. Somebody like only Kylian Mbappe can win the Ballon d'Or playing in France. Only Kylian Mbappe. There's no other player who's going to win the Ballon d'Or playing in France.
Affinity Extra. Be extra.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are personal and do not necessarily represent the views of Affinity Extra.
Yeah, guys, it's your boy here, Roger Moore here alongside Anthony Young. We're here to just do a somewhat show. We're back doing the RVM shows. I've been doing loads of live streams over this World Cup period. I'm going to put them all out on SoundCloud if you want to hear me this morning and groaning and screaming. That's cool. But the one game I didn't stream by purpose so I can just chill out with the family was, the final. So we're going to get to that. But first of all, we want to kind of like do a little bit of a review of the whole World Cup and the ups and downs, the surprises and non-surprises, and just let's go through that. And then we're gonna spend a good half an hour on the final itself. Yeah. So, Anthony, out of 10, how do you rate this World Cup?
As a football spectacle. It didn't sweep me, I won't lie, I can't lie. It didn't sweep me like other World Cups. It didn't really feel like a World Cup. It just felt like a tournament, a world tournament, but not the World Cup, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, yeah.
Just like another FIFA tournament. It just came like another FIFA tournament.
Yeah. Like a Confederations Cup.
Kind of thing. Yeah, kind of thing. It didn't feel like a World Cup in the sense. The build-up was totally different. Probably because it's when it is in the year, maybe that, because normally it's summer, you have that little break for the season, then the World Cup comes, and then and then you go back to the pre-season, then so I suppose it's a bit different. But from a footballing perspective, I thought the football was good. I've rated the football very highly. I thought it was a good 8 out of 10. As in the entertainment factor. From an entertainment perspective,
But there wasn't as many, like, when you got like teams like, there wasn't no real classic footballing team in this World Cup, was there? That you could talk about, like 82 Brazil, like 1970 Brazil. There's no
2020, 2022, nah. But I suppose they're going to say 2022 Argentina, innit?
Yeah, but
in the sense of the, to be fair, we'll talk on it later, but you have to give credit where credit's due. They lost the first game, massive shock. Probably the shock of the World Cup, let's be fair. Really. Argentina losing to Saudi Arabia was the shock of the World Cup because, remember, they'd coming in a 35-game unbeaten run, hadn't lost for how long, and then boom, Saudi Arabia turned the second half, going in 1-0 down, Messi penalty, and turned it on its head. So for them to come back from there to go on and win it, you have to give them massive respect for that.
Yeah.
And then that's where though you look at the other teams to disappoint you, because you think like, go and look at Brazil. How come Brazil struggled against that same Croatia that Argentina boxed up?
Wow, we'll get to that one. Let's stick to the group.
You know what I mean? There's all those different connotations.
I do think when it comes to, you have to salute Croatia, because they have 3 million people in that place there, bro. 3 to 4 million people, and over the from all we know, from when we seen them kind of split up away from Yugoslavia, they always produce good ballers. Yeah, you know, I mean, you're going from man like PODBEAN. You know, if people don't know about PODBEAN, you know, what I mean, just put down PODBEAN and Croatia and AC Milan. You know, the one there still, man. You know, if you Prozinecki, man. If you don't know about Barca, you know what I mean, and Prozinecki. So they've always produced good ballers, and Suka. You know what I mean. So they've always got Suka. They've had decent footballers over the years, and then Modric is just another one of a great bunch of ballers, and they have a good team around them. You know what I mean. They got either.
Even Bilic.
Yeah, Bilic, man. Bilic, you know what I mean. Play for Derby.
And Tudor. You remember Tudor? Was it Tudor? He was at Derby.
Yeah, no, yeah. I remember.
One Croatian, there's a few Croatian, you know, some decent Croatian players, and there's that Tudor as well, who's the he's manager of Marseille now.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yes. He messed it up in it. With against
because he was in Italy. He was at Verona, I think. He was manager of Verona last season. And then he's come over and took over at Marseille.
100%. It's interesting how the main area, Serbia from Yugoslavia, hasn't really done anything special. And you would remember back in the day, you know, you got like people like Yugoslavia, like they were doing the business.
I thought Serbia, to be fair, I was quite disappointed in them in the World Cup because they've got that Tadic geezer, very skillful playmaker. They got that Vlahovic geezer who's at Juventus from Fiorentina.
Oh, we're losing you there, Anthony.
They've got him. I'm sure they've got someone else.
They got someone. We lost you a bit there, bro. Are you okay on your side? Or is it my side?
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I don't know what's going on there.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah. It was going red, but it's gone to yellow now. So yeah, it looks like it's picking it up again. But yeah, but as you said, you know, you got Vlahovic, you got my guy from Fulham. Yeah, and you got all these guys are decent players. Mitrovic, yeah. But they just don't seem to do it. You know, was it Cameroon that kind of roughed them up, man? You know what I mean? Absolutely roughed them up, you know. But you know what? I think with this World Cup overall, looking at it overall, you saw the coming of age of everybody else but Europe. Yeah, you saw the coming age. You know, people.
Everybody's catching up, bro.
Yeah, straight, and they're restricted as well.
Catching up, bro.
Yeah, they're restricted big time.
If Morocco can get to a semi-final, and they got there on merit, you know what I mean? So, what does that tell you?
Yeah, man. No, 100%. It tells me that, you know, that basically the time is ending. And the thing is, let's be real, if we listed out all the non-Europeans who scored goals, it will be triple. You know, and I'm talking about the black players for the European teams. Let's be real. You know, if them players actually played for their home countries.
Bolo from Switzerland.
Yeah, man, embarrassing, man. Shoot against bro. Imagine, bro, you're playing for England and you score against Jamaica, bro. Yo, bro, listen, man, you're not allowed to go back in Jamaica again, bro. And Bedouin, you know you gotta start. You have to go start Trinidad, bro. You can't go back to Jamaica. You know what I mean? It's scoring a goal on them, bro. Imagine, bro. You know what I mean? All your assets have been frozen in Jamaica, bro. If you did that, bro, you can't do that to your people, them still, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, start buy you jollof rice, man, and say, yo, just cool. You know what I mean? So they're definitely crazy, but it's good to see so many players out there doing it, man. But what European team shocked you, bro, in terms of their performance?
Well, good performance overall.
Bad. But who did you have high hopes for?
The European teams, who was I disappointed in? Probably Hitler's firm.
Germany, okay. What about Belgium? It wasn't. Which one was it? Or you expected that from Belgium?
Brethren, do you know what? Belgium, I've gone past Belgium. I've gone past that flatter to deceive about Belgium because it's been for the past how many major World Cup, European Championships, same old. And do you know what? I honestly believe.
Go on.
Martinez was the problem. I honestly believe that the coaches, because you can't have them. Hazard won premierships.
Yeah, premierships.
De Bruyne has won premierships. You know, these are players who've won top level leagues and championships, and they've come together with their Europe. You can't build a team around Kevin De Bruyne and Eden Hazard with players that you've got to pick from. You can't pick a team that can at least get you to a final, at least get you to a semi.
Yeah. True. Well,
you understand?
Van Gaal, for me, got a lesser team than
yeah, of course. Look where he took him.
Bro, Holland's is full of youths and a couple of decent ballers.
Bro, there's no excuse for Belgium. What are they going to say now? Oh, end of the season, everybody's tired. No, it's mid-season, bruv. Can't say nothing. Dead, bruv. Dead. Roberto, I don't know how Belgium have been ranked number one for how long. I don't understand it.
Bro, that's the scary part,
I don't get it. How can you...
Scary.
How can you be ranked number one and you got French, European, World Cup winners?
Yeah.
And they're not number one. How does that work? Belgium, you haven't even got to a final, mate. But you're number one. Why? You're number one over Brazil and all that. Why?
Bro. That's absolutely crazy. And you got Kevin De Bruyne, a normal human being, bro.
Let's be real. Right about now, Argentina have to be the number one team in world football, the Copa America champions. So that means the Kings of South America, and they've beaten everybody in Europe and everywhere else. So they're the number one team in the world. That's how I see.
But only one team's beaten them in about 2 years, bro. And it's Saudi. For goodness sake,
Saudi Arabia.
Bro.
And that's the saddest part. The saddest part for me of this whole World Cup is the fact that Super Black, my boy, and I stay on here because everybody knows we've been watching this thread from the beginning. You know, Killian is my boy, and he scored a hat trick,
bro.
No, let me give it right. And Roger's been there as well because we've had debates on here, and certain mans. Some man's kind of wavered a bit. Roger's been with myself from day one. Yeah, man. When it's a Mbappe or it's always Mbappe, there's no thought. Bam, Mbappe, straight in. Mbappe.
No thinking.
It's not even close. You know what I mean? Hello, my brother. Haaland can't even get to the World Cup.
Yeah, I'm saying.
But going back to what you said, Germany, bro.
Okay. Why is that?
Germany have got a lot of brothers in the team now. Let's be real. We've got a lot of brothers in the team. Serge Gnabry, great player. Let's be real, he's young. That Musiala geezer from Bayern.
Musiala. Yeah. He's
him. They've got some more mixers. They've got, obviously, at the back, the defenders. You know, Germany have got too many good players to be going out like chumps, bro. They're going out like chumps, fam.
I think they're in the halfway house, bro.
And I don't know.
I think the halfway house because they got the new and the old. They got the new and the old going on, bro. Because
I think this is what I was just gonna say. I think the balance of the old players is too reliant. They need to bring more of the younger players through now and build around there. You know, Muller should not still be getting picked. No disrespect to Muller because he's a big player, but I don't think he should still be getting picked. You know, Musiala, Gnabry. And there's some other black youths I've seen around there as well.
Yeah, you got Sane.
They need to be. Leroy Sane. They need to be unleashed, bro. Sane's got a brother who's come through now. He's at Schalke as well. So the next Sane come through. Nice. Yeah.
No, and so, I think they just gotta let go. I think they've got. They can easily be.
Yeah, they've got to move forward now. They've got to go with some youths.
Yeah.
Try something different now because they've got ballers. I mean. That Musiala is definitely the number 10 for Germany for the next 10 years.
He's got
standard. If he's holding it down at Bayern Munich like that, he's got to be. He's
got a lot, bro. Once he in Bayern Munich, you're nice there still, yeah. And like Musiala is banging off as well in Germany. Like you said, I do believe it's just like the old and the new, and they could easily be like England, or be like France. and they said, "Bond this, man. Let's let the youths them through, man." Yeah, you know, France is just like France, bro. We get to these guys. You know, demand to as African nations united, bro. Like as a Bantu tribe, take over, bro. Not even African nations, the Bantu tribe.
All I seen, if Deschamps really wanted to go radical, he could have changed the race and put on a black goalie. He could have done the lot. He could have had
I'll tell you what,
set.
if Milan's goalkeeper was there, bro, not injured, bro. Yo, bro, the temptation's there, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, that's a ball. That's a straight up hands-off team. But anyway, guys, let's take a focus on this. But no, going through some of the groups and some of the wows and what scared me. But what was disappointing, bro, was how I have to say the North America. I was saying to Squaddy there, I said to him, I'm just disappointed with the North American group. I'm just disappointed at how they look. I think they disappointed me the most. Canada is their first World Cup.
Canada.
Yeah. They were just naive. They were just naive. I love Alphonso Davies. I think he's a wicked left back. But the problem is, when your best player in your team is a left back, and you go rely on him to score, make the crosses, and take free kicks, and take corners, and finish it, and make you're in trouble. You had a few guys in that team that shouldn't be that should be playing for Honduras or something like that. Still, you know what I mean? So Canada can get stronger. Yeah, we all know that because they can just dip into the communities, the black communities, which they obviously are doing from Africa and from the Caribbean. But USA was okay, but Mexico, bro, what's happened to Mexico? Because they used to push man back in the day, bro.
Mexico fell off, bro, because I thought Mexico of old would have given Argentina a big game,
bro. Yo, bro, Argentina was sweating.
Mans would have been looking to send Argentina home, fam.
Yeah. For real, bro. For real.
Back in the days,
bro.
Like, you can say beat Argentina, they're gone.
Yeah. Just
look how simple that is. Argentina were 90 minutes away from elimination.
Bro, that's half an hour away from it, bro, because they didn't score till near the end, bro. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a first half do-over of Mexico. But Mexico, for me, were disappointing. You know what I mean? From a nation that big, and then Costa Rica. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my God, we might as well entering ourselves, bro, as an international team, bro. You know what I'm saying, with Costa Rica. Yes, they beat Japan, but yo, bro, like one shot after Japan just cooked them up. Like the only world class player they got is the goalkeeper, and you could see it. Simple thing. Sorry, Costa Rica fans, man. You were just terrible. You was embarrassing. But the joke is, you almost beat Germany. That's the joke. I just don't know. I don't know. They're just disappointing. I don't know how you feel about them. I'd rinse them off, bro. They're just disappointing. The North America.
Costa Rica?
Yeah.
Bev, to tell you the truth, I don't really pay attention. I was disappointed with Canada because I expected big tunes. Canada got a couple. There's Alphonse David. There's a geezer called
Jonathan Davies.
Jonathan
Davids. Yeah.
Jonathan David or something. David Jonathan. Want him anyway. He's supposed to be after this. He plays for Lille. Arsenal have been actually linked with him, to be fair. So I expected a lot more from them, to be fair. You can say it's the first World Cup, but come on, it's a World Cup, but let's not be stupid. You know the teams you're playing against, so you can't use it as an excuse. You just got to get your message across, and you got to do your homework and know what you got to do, set your game plan up.
Yeah. No,
you know what I mean? I'd be looking for another left back, to be fair, so I could play Alphonse Davies left wing.
Yeah.
Or left midfield.
Straight.
Something like that. That's what I'd be doing.
He cooked up Tillemans like an idiot, bro. Yo, when he did that, when he did the move on Tillemans, and Tillemans is, yo, bro. You know what Belgium look, bro? Oh, they got Canada tore them. I don't know how, and that's the difference between sometimes these teams. They're not the door. They don't have that. It's like Morocco in it. They don't have that. And the joke is there, but who's not even that player to put the ball in the back, just have the chance and just put it away. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's scuffing shots, everyone's getting scared when they get into good places, but when it comes to the crunch, we just don't have that player. And it's just like, yo. But the thing is, you have to say salute all the teams, even Costa Rica with the terrible South. They at one stage they were beating Germany. You know what I mean, bro? Like, so so for me, it's a case of it's definitely crazy. Even the Asian teams were quite good as well. Australia's representing Asia, obviously. They They cooked up, and I think the African nations. I was disappointed with.
Africans got to the semi-finals, bro.
No. Morocco.
I was disappointed.
Morocco.
I was disappointed in
the sub-Saharan,
the Ghanas, the Cameroons,
sub-Saharans. But you know why, bro?
The Ghanas, the Cameroons, and that.
Senegal, I reckon, could have beaten England if they had Mane and Idrissa Gueye. Idrissa Gueye was a massive miss in the midfield because he's there. You can't go in them games with your most with African nations. You need your G in the midfield. You know what I'm saying? You can run it, and you got Mane. The chances that my guy was missing, bro, that was Senegal. They had a bit of a strut to do that, but you can't go in the World Cup without teeth. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have teeth. And then in that one game where you get a look at yellow cards, Idrissa Gueye's out that game, then you're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And the rest is history. But England, mate, have a bit of you alright, mate. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling about England, mate? You weren't on England watch. Yo, all I know.
Tell you the truth, bro. Tell you the truth. The problem with England is this. Yeah, England pretend that they don't expect, but they still expect. They just go on to just hide it differently now. They expect because when Gareth Southgate took over England were laughing. Everybody laughed at England. They used to talk about golden generation, this and that, and what did they do? They did nothing. Did nothing really. England had some great players and did nothing. Rooney, Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes, Beckham. You got quality players like that, and you've done nothing, bro, when you play for England compared to what the Bakary Saka and them man did, the Phil Fodens and Kyle Walkers. And them mans have achieved. The Dele Allis, Jesse Lingards. Let's not forget, Jesse Lingard, Dele Alli was helping England get to the World Cup semi-finals.
Yeah, true.
4 years ago, Gareth Southgate was in charge. So, let's not pretend. I think, me, Roger, England. I'm not an England fan, not even close. So I can speak from a perspective of being real and honest, and I just feel England have got some good players to have. You see, they perform at a high level week in week at certain clubs across the world, not just in England. But the problem with English football is they're not picking people and abilities; they're picking friendships.
Picking
100%.
You know
what I mean? Because as you know, Chris Smalling should have been in the World Cup squad at least.
Oh, bro, Tomori, man, bro, what, you got Tomori, bro, and you're looking at, bro.
Them man, they're winning leagues, top leagues, and not getting a sniff.
No, true.
Going to the team how they performed, typical England, then they beat a lesser team and they get gassed.
Yeah.
They play a half decent team, they can't break them down. Then I can't remember who they played in the third game. The one that
they beat Wales. Wales. The Tom took Wales.
And another idiot team you're supposed to beat anyway. So they beat them. So then they played Senegal. They got gassed at that because okay. And then they played France. They should have beat France though. And so I understand where certain argument goes to when people are saying about Southgate, but okay, they're saying get rid of Southgate, but who are you willing to put? Who do you want to have the job, and do they want the job? Is the question.
But the thing is, like you said, who's going to replace him with? And the problem is, this country is toxic. Would a foreign coach want to come in? They're talking about Pochettino for England, and you're thinking, really, dudes, kind of wake up. For me, bro, like I said, man, my struggle with England is that for me, when it came to that quarterfinal game, when it came to D-Day, for me, Gareth punked out when it comes to the changes. End of the day, it's like, do you have a black quota? Let me just put it out there. Do you have a black quota? Why on earth is the best player on the park by a country mile being taken off the pitch for Sterling? I just don't understand. Why is Mount on a pitch? You don't have to worry about it, bro. Just put Rashford on if you want to bang off a goal. Mount has no sign of scoring. Rashford is already banged off in the same tournament. He's on fire. But you have to hold him back to lift up and load up your Kane boy. And bro, I don't care. On this show, I've said, we've talked about, and I asked the question this season already, is Kane world class? And I keep on saying, no, he's not. He's lost his legs. He's got to a stage like Michael Owen. You get to 25 and it's all downhill. They got too much cucumber and in them, man, bro. They're too much water in the system, bro. They need to realize that, bro. But basically, he's got no pace now. If he's trying to play like Griezmann and Giroud at the same time, listen, Giroud has got no legs. He knows, so he just plays on the last man in between man and puts his effort there. Why can't Harry Kane do the same thing? Simple. Harry Kane was playing like he's Messi and everybody to put together, but that's the way it goes, man. I don't know. That's how I feel. I don't know if I'm being harsh there, bro. About the whole thing, man. He's just, I don't know. I don't know if.
No, I don't think you are. I mean, everybody bangs on about Harry Kane being world class. Why? Because he won the Golden Boot of the World Cup. Most of Harry Kane's World Cup goals are penalties. Check the stats.
And against Honduras.
Most of his goals in the World Cup finals have been penalties.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't play on a regular basis in the Champions League. He's had about 2-3 seasons in the Champions League with Tottenham. Let's get it right.
Yeah. About 2-3.
He hasn't done nothing.
Yeah.
He didn't bring Tottenham to the final. Lucas Moura did. We all know that.
Mm-hmm. He's injured.
But let's not kid ourselves with that story. So when people are saying Harry Kane's world class, based on what? What is it that you're basing it on? Because he's England's top goal scorer. Again, a lot of penalties.
Golden boy.
You know, is he a good footballer as Wayne Rooney? Can't tie Wayne Rooney's boots, mate. Facts.
No way.
You know, but everybody wants to bawl about Harry Kane. World class players, yes, world class players miss penalties. Because Roberto Baggio missed a penalty in his world class. Ballon d'Or winner twice. But Harry Kane's done nothing like that. Nothing superior.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't done nothing like that.
Man can't even touch his ponytail, bloody get me still, man. Man can't even touch his...
Man has not won nothing. He has won nothing in football apart from individual achievements. Can Harry Kane look at Jamie Vardy and say, my career is better than yours? I don't think he can.
Wow.
Because Jamie Vardy can tell him, I've won the Premiership and I've won the FA Cup with Leicester City. What have you done with big Tottenham Hotspur, bro?
Nada. Just one little. Did he win the League Cup with him?
Just saying.
Did he win the League
Cup?
He
hasn't won nothing with him, bro.
Oh, Lord have mercy, bro. You get paid for winning cups, bro. If you don't get paid for winning nothing, man. And you know what I'm saying? But either way, guys.
Harry Kane hasn't won.
That's England for me anyway, guys. I'm done talking about them. I was talking to one of the England fans and he was telling me how good, he's a Villa fan, and how good he felt for Harry Maguire did in the tournament. And I was like, lol. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, he played all right. But the reality show is that these two people that's keeping out the team played in the final. Martinez. Well, not played in the final, but were in squads in the final. Martinez and Varane. But Harry Maguire, I was like, I don't know. Did he rescue his career for you, bro? Harry Maguire.
He played all right, you know, can't lie.
Yeah.
He played all right. He was good. He done his job. He can't really say, oh, Harry Maguire had a stinker like he does at Man U. I can say to you, think of some Man U howlers and you'll be just like, pat. But if you say, think of Harry Maguire howlers in the World Cup, you can't really say, oh, he had a shocker there or he had a... So I don't really remember nothing like that.
Yeah.
To be fair, he's all right. I mean, do you think he was at fault for Giroud's goal? I don't know.
Well, it's just good movement by Giroud. That's what Giroud does, bro. He does it day in, day out, bro. He'll get in front of your defender. I think sometimes people don't realise that only world-class defenders can do 90 minutes. And he's not world-class. You know the one there, so you know them Italian... You know, Maldini, Baresi, them man, they can do 90 minutes and not concede a goal, man. You know, like, you know, the Juventus boys in defence, yeah? Them man, they're still, you know me. Is it Chiellini? You know them guys? Them mans can concentrate for 90 minutes But these guys can't, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's the way it goes out, man. But either way, but talk to me about Morocco. Okay, Morocco got to the semi-finals, yeah? When you look at their team, bro, they're not that bad a team still, you know, bro. Hakimi and Ziyech is on one side, bro. If you're left back, bro, you're getting nervous against Morocco. Name me a right-hand side as tough as that, bro, in this World Cup.
First of all, Hakimi is Spanish.
and Ziyech is born in Holland.
Spanish. Yeah,
he's born in Holland.
So there you go.
Yeah, you're saying. But these guys do what the Jamaican descendant players don't do over here. Don't do over here.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? So they
represent their parents' country. They represent their parents' place.
They know who they are, bro. They know who they are.
Them.
Yeah, man. Know who they are, bro. And you know they're loving it, man. You know what I'm saying? How did Hakimi take that penalty against Spain, bro? You know he's loving that, bro. You don't know one there still, bro. He'll walk in Madrid.
But you see what it was? But you see what he did, though? Because, remember, Hakimi, as I say, he's Spanish. He came through at Real Madrid, innit?
Yeah, Real Madrid ranks, innit? Yeah.
So, his favourite player was Sergio Ramos.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Luis Enrique has done Sergio Ramos's dance, and he doesn't pick him for Spain.
Yeah. Him and De Gea, yeah.
Doesn't pick him for Spain. So Hakimi done that Panenka, because that's what Ramos did in one final. He done a Panenka like that.
Yeah, man.
And the celebration, that's what he did, same celebration. So, thinking for Sergio Ramos.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's good.
It's just like they're talking about Messi and Van Gaal. The beef behind Messi because of what Van Gaal did to Riquelme. And Messi says it's payback for Riquelme. That's why he runs his mouth. He disrespects him because he says the way he brought Riquelme to Barcelona and he played him out of position. And he later says he didn't want him at Barca. And obviously, Riquelme was a bridging of Messi because you see them playing for Argentina together.
Cool.
Riquelme was captain, number 10, Messi's number 20 or something like that. So, true. And he remembers, and that was his respect for Riquelme to disrespect Van Gaal.
No way. Okay. But what did you think of talking about Van Gaal? Did Haaland hit your expectations? Did they hit where you expected him to get to?
Do you know what? Going back to your question, Haaland disappointed me.
Okay, disappointed.
Haaland disappointed, yeah, because, bro, we grew up on Haaland, Frank Rijkaard and Van Basten and Davids and Seedorf and Bergkamp and Van Persie and you know, ballers, Wesley Sneijder,
Overmars,
Rafael van der Vaart.
Robin, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Robin.
Yeah, Ryan Robin and them kind of players. So when you see Haaland operating like that, still having to play Daley Blind. Come on, bro.
Oh, bro. I know.
Daley Blind, bro.
Left wing back,
Daley Blind, who got sold to Man United because he couldn't cut it.
Bro, you know his dad's a coach, innit?
Yeah, I know. That don't say.
Yeah, I see his dad there, man. His dad was a decent
Where's
boy.
that geezer? All right, then. Where's the geezer from Man United? Left back. Isn't he in the Dutch squad?
I don't know, you know, bro. I don't think he was.
You're telling me he's not better than Daley Blind?
Oh, but of course he is.
There you go, then. And this is what I'm saying. Van Gaal goes back to his old school tactics, innit, of Daley, but I'll bring his son in. And he's not, you know, because I seen Edgar Davids was in his backroom staff, innit?
Yeah. He just wants guys who do what he says. He shook people. He doesn't get on well with characters. Yeah. And he struggles in the environment, you know what I mean? But I must admit, are you interested? You like the look of Gapgo?
It don't seem nothing special to me, bruv.
Yeah.
It don't seem nothing special to me, bruv. To be honest. Just being honest. It didn't stand out to me like a Van Persie. It didn't stand out to me like a Van Persie. When I first saw Van Persie, I remember thinking, he's a baller. This kid is a baller. I remember playing for Feyenoord. Never forget it. And I remember saying, flipping, I hope Arsenal one day sign this geezer, bro, because he's a boy. He's like, he reminds me of a Dennis Bergkamp with pace.
Yeah.
He had that about him. That's what Van Persie was about him. So I haven't seen nothing from him. It's just like when they bought that Stephen Boydwin. He was at Tottenham and he's come back. So nothing special, bro. Memphis Depay. Still don't see nothing special about Memphis Depay. You know, I don't see there's nothing special about none of the Dutch players, bro. They talk about Frankie de Jong and that. He ain't no Davids or Clarence Seedorf, fam.
Oh, bro, he playing ball. He played half. Yeah, bro. I'm not feeling that. But also, like, what's a shocker is De Ligt, bro. De Ligt was getting cooked up against Senegal, bro. Man got that to get dumped off, bro. Man had to dump him off, bro. And Ray Wenger, man, he just brought in the brothers them and said, yo, you three, bro, because I'm not going to get mugged off trying to fit De Ligt into this. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight up there, so yeah. But listen.
Yeah. So they disappointed me as well.
Yeah, man.
The Dutch.
But it's the way it goes. But let's push towards this, build up towards this final now, guys. You know what I mean? So we're seeing France now, guys. On one side, kind of like you go in. I must admit, when I looked at it first, I thought, yeah, France could get there. I thought they'd have a little bit of a fight with Portugal on the way in there. You know, I looked up the top pile and I thought, boy, Brazil versus Argentina. You know, it's gonna kick off. You know, still, yeah, Vinny and crew.
Well, I remember saying for the World Cup, the winner of Brazil versus Argentina wins the World Cup. Argentina won it.
I thought Brazil would win it, but it's not until you see that Vinny isn't like Mbappe, where Mbappe is when he cuts in and the sight is on. He's not just hitting target, bro. The keeper's popping up himself, bro, because that shot is going to it's gonna do something. You know what I mean? When Vinny cuts in,
what with Brazil though, Tita could have won the game. All he had to do is bring on
Martinelli. I know everyone's saying what on earth he was doing. Why did he bring on Rodrigo, bro? No pace for Rodrigo.
He had to bring on Martinelli, fam.
Mistake, bruv.
Martinelli. Huh?
Mistake, bruv. Straight mistake, bruv. But man will get sacked for that. But Southgate don't get sacked for anything, bruv. Man might get sacked for that, bro. Straight sacked. Absolute sacked for that. But you see, Martinelli, bro, was doing things every time he came on the pitch. Every time he was coming on the pitch, yeah, he was doing things. And you look like by saying, boy, if it wasn't for Vinny, Martinelli would be starting. You know what I mean? You know the one there still, yeah?
Listen, Martinelli's the future, bro. I'm telling you, he's fire, you know.
But bro, the man ends up... Bro, you take off Vinny, who's not fit.
Back.
Yeah, go. Yo.
Coming back, and it's going to go on with things in the Premiership. Remember I told you? Martinelli.
Bro, listen. Talk to me about this Pedro, dude. You must have done your research, man. Was he on your scouting report for Arsenal? This Pedro
for
Brazil, bro.
The Brazilian
yeah. Was he replacement for G? Bro, how much? He
wasn't even on the PlayStation list, bro. Don't know where he come from.
Bro.
Because when I see him, hold on. So Tite, I'm not a Bobby Firmino fan, but you left that Bobby Firmino for that.
Bro, you imagine if you bought on Firmino, bro.
You left that Bobby Firmino for that. You left that Gabriel Barbosa for that. For that.
Man looked like man just lost 10 stones, man, and he was running around the pitch, bro. Like, you know the man there, so yeah, you know
that Pedro geezer.
He was running around like he's running soft, bro.
You know, it reminds me of.
Go on.
He reminded me of that geezer, the centre forward that kept on coming on from Morocco, and all the chances kept on falling to him, but he kept on fluffing his lines when he got close to the goals. That's who he reminded me of, bruv, that Brazilian. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. The man you should have cooked tough against Portugal and he messed up, bro. You know what I'm saying? That guy there still. Against France, actually. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, Brazil, disappointing, to be honest, bro. They made wrong decisions.
Very.
And Neymar just proved that, you know, what's going on, bro? Like, really? Really? Really, that's what we're going on. So Neymar, you messed up, man. You know what I'm saying? Messi now on Argentina on the way through, build up, they get there. Now going into the final, I sat down there and thought, okay, let's talk about France.
France gonna stop them, bro.
Yeah.
I thought France was gonna beat them. I really did. I was so disappointed how the game started, the final started. Disappointed because I thought, what's going on with France?
First half, bro, it not even got started. The first 60, 70 minutes, I was sitting there going, what is going on? Don't these guys want it? You see Giroud was vexed. Come to the pitch for vexed. He's probably thinking, do these people want it? Do they want it? But then burnt on some guys, bro, like again, I do think Thuram ain't that great, you know. You know, if France is bringing Thuram and the brother that I can't remember his name off the side bench, you know times are hard on injury when they got my guy.
Yeah, Koulibaly or whatever his name is, Koulibaly or whatever.
Oh,
yeah, this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying.
And Mbappe hit the ball into him.
If I was Deschamps, I would have phoned up Benzema and says, Benz, come just to be a sub, come.
Bro.
God said no, I just come. I just come. Swear to God, I says, can you come and be a sub? If we get to extra time, I'll bring you on. Safe. Bro,
on the real, bro. Benzema would have banged off, bro. Would have banged off with Mbappe, bro. Man would be the scared, bro. They wouldn't even come out the half, bro. And the thing is, if they had my guy from RB Leipzig, you got him, then, you know what I mean? For me, again, Conan is Dembele, bro. Come on, man. Listen, bro. I think we've been talking about Dembele for 5 seasons now. When will he come through with his potential, bro? And he was looking like he can come through. But what did Dembele do apart from run and them long legs, bro? What did he do?
Apart from give away the penalty, nothing.
Bro, man got embarrassed in front of his family by getting taken off, bro, before half time, bro. That's it, bro. Imagine, bro, you're in a cup final, bro. You've played cup finals, bro. Imagine getting taken off in front of your family, bro, on TV, international TV, bro. Before the half, bro. Before the half. Bro, you can't walk street again, bro. You have to move out to Erdington, bro. Thing there still, bro. You have to move out the zone, bro. And never go back again because you'll be reminded that you got taken off before half time. You know what I mean? But Argentina, bro, talk to bro. Well, let's start off with Mbappe, bro, because I know I've heard so much hate against
him. To tell you the truth, I only want to talk about France and Super Black Killian. I don't want to talk about Slave Masters FC, Argentina. If you don't know people out there, why I call them Slave Masters FC, go and do some research. Don't get me twisted, you know. I've got nothing against Argentinians or Argentinian people per se.
Yeah, man.
But I will say this. When a country systematically goes out of its way to wipe out people who look like myself for no apparent reason, then I can't really uphold that. The same way all you Europeans was going on about not having World Cups in Qatar because they didn't support homosexuality and sex marriage and all those things. You know,
come on now.
Well, that's how we can look at it the same. So I'm just saying what I'm saying. I don't raise Argentina in the way that they took out black people. They've systematically, genocidally
wiped them out.
Wiped out black people and tried to erase them from Argentinian history. You understand?
Millions.
You may think we're going in a bit deep. It's only football, but no.
No.
You have to be educated and you have to know Wagwan. You have to know. That's why for me, you don't see me supporting England because I know what England stand for. I know what England come about. I know England don't like me as a black-skinned person. They don't. So I would never represent this country because of their two-facedness. because I've got a talent in something, so they want me to represent them because of my talent. No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, as I says, I will go on record to say, for me, one of the greatest footballers to walk is Diego Armando Maradona. Rest in peace, legend. Footballer, Argentinian. But one thing about Maradona, people's player, world renowned, big ballers, Pele.
Yeah, man,
Called him his friend. His friend. You understand? Remember, if you don't know the history, Maradona got a fight because of his darkness. He got treated differently to other Argentinians because of his darkness. Don't believe me? Go and watch them. Go and watch the documentaries on Maradona and his parents. When his parents are talking, and they'll tell you, because of his darkness, his dad was a short, stocky, dark Argentinian man, and they didn't like him because dark people, ghetto, slum, poor. And that's what Maradona was. But that's why I never forgot where he'd come from. You understand? And, you know, I love Maradona, but I don't like Argentinos. No, I don't. And I'm pleased for Messi. The talent that Lionel Messi was born with, he's been able to bless him and win a World Cup. I respect him for his achievements as a footballer. But for Argentina winning the World Cup, nah. I don't respect that, card. I mean, that country there. The country's no different to England. No different. So I'm not going to treat them any less or better than England, because England are the same. They just try to style it different.
So, Auntie, I can, guys, if again, Auntie's 100% truth here, and if you do a little study, I know Auntie's looking into it, and I just want to explain to people just briefly what it really is about. You got to realize, guys, on the emancipation of Argentinian slaves in the late 18th century, that black people represented 30% of the population. That's a high percentage of people. That's millions of people. Buenos Aires was a major port for slavery, and then there was a war between Paraguay, Brazil, and Argentina. They used black people by purpose as cannon fodder. Literally, we were cannon fodder, but it wasn't cannon fodder because we were the soldiers. It's cannon fodder because we had to be the soldiers. When I say we, because end of this, so yeah, we're all Bantu tribe. We're all the ones who got taken over. You know what I'm saying? We just ended up as people in the West Indies, and they ended up there. 90% of slaves ended up in the Americas and the Caribbean. Only 6% ended up in what we call the United States of America now. So just imagine how many people is that. And within not 200 years, within 30 years, we were at the end of the 18th century, 30%. The 19th century, which is 1880s. And then we're going into 2000. And there's a massive yellow fever, malaria thing, and they purposely killed us off through that. You know what I'm saying? And also they systematically, like, you know, the police and the typical things that we see killing off people, they were doing. And when we got to 0.3, so they committed genocide. Now the problem is that you guys go all crazy about Hitler. Y'all go crazy like idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy. And I totally agree. Yeah, he was an evil guy. He killed off 5 million Jews. But yo, all the man them kill off enough Congolese people, the Belgian prince did, but also in Argentina he killed off all the black people. But we have no representation, and it's the fact that the Prime Minister of Argentina turned around within the last 20 years and said, one of the Prime Ministers, and said that, yo, Brazil's got the black problem. Really?
Yeah.
Really? So for me, guys,
we don't have a problem with blacks. Leave that to Brazil.
And all the Germans, the fascists, all the fascists and Nazis and all these people all went for Argentina. Why?
Because of the same beliefs, man.
You know what I'm saying? But built off our backs. So we built it up for free, yeah. And slaves weren't treated. Apparently, was treated as good as, if not better than the Brazilian slaves. But the reality show is that basically, when slavery went, it all went south. So we built up the nation. We died for that nation. And we end up trash on the side. That's not a one-off. That's just the extreme version of what we suffer with every day in the Europeans and around the Americas. I'm afraid that's our life. But Argentina, you know what I'm saying? So we're not going to get a comfortable one off us today, man, anyway, still, yeah? So when I'm seeing people asking for jumping up and down for Argentina and doing love hearts and kisses to all the players, I'm just saying, check yourself, because you're quick to say, I don't support Germany, or I don't support them. But the thing is, Argentina should be, if not worse.
Argentina, no different to Germany.
If not worse, bro.
No different to none of those countries who've oppressed and killed and raped and pillaged black people in over the years and over the centuries.
Yeah. 100%.
Just another one.
Yeah.
Just, well, as they say, what happened in the darkness must come to light, and it's just starting to come to light now.
Yeah, man.
Because people are asking, because I remember as a kid to ask, how come no black players play for Argentina? I remember asking my people, how come I don't see no black players playing for Argentina? And they come from South America. Mm-hmm. And they come from South America. I said, Brazil got black players, Peru got black players, Colombia got black players. Mexico have black players.
100%, bro. 100%.
All the players are black players. How come Argentina don't have no black players? All these players I'm seeing Tevez, I'm seeing, Messi's, you can name players of Higuain,
Crespo, Batistuta,
Varane,
yeah, man. Yeah,
all
man.
these people.
Bro, Simeone, Zanetti, you know what I mean, bro? Ballers, bro, flying out that country.
Cambiasos,
yeah.
The Cambiasos of the world. All these Argentinian players, no black visas though. None of them are black. Bro. Not even a Neymar looker.
Not even Neymar looker, bro. Not even the Martinelli looker, bro. You get them? They're not even got no Martinellis there, bro. When they got a little kick in the hair, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's not good, guys.
Closest to blacks they've had as players has been Maradona and Tevez. Yeah, 100%. But there is a black player. Like I said, bro, check out that video I sent you. There is a guy who's black, and he had the whole that straight perm curl thing. You know, like back in the days, they used to do that to try and style out the conch. The conch.
Yeah, had the man, they had the big.
The Malcolm X, the press.
The press. Like Sam, like them. Is it Sam Cooke or them guys? Them still, yeah. When they had them,
James Brown.
James Brown, yeah. But no, not even like James Brown. It's more like the guys before James Brown. You know, them guys that used to be the black and white. They used to be beg, try and look white by just straightening their hair like that. Yeah, he had that kind of look. Yeah. So it's just like one of them ones. Yeah, man, straight up hard. The original perm, bro. Chemical.
The original conch, yeah, man. Yeah, burn your hair. Keep it on for 20 minutes. You burn out your gizzard.
Bro, for real. But going back to France, bro, you know, it was funny at one stage, bro. At the end of this extra time, the amount of black players that was on the pitch, bro. Oh, bro, you've got Luis, he's the only French.
It's just Luis and Rabiot was on the. When I noticed.
Oh, Rabiot, yeah.
I noticed it,
Rabiot
says, Boss, have you noticed on this? Is Rabiot, apart from Rabiot and Luis, everybody else was black.
I remember Mbappe's best of both worlds, don't forget, bro.
Yeah, but he's black, bro, at the end of the day. In the race war, he's black, bro.
Yeah, man.
In the race war, they're saying he's non-white, so you're not white, you're black, bro. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? So, you know, and I mean, look at the story of Mbappe. Mbappe's dad said he wanted Kylian to play for Cameroon. That's what he wanted to play. And the Cameroon FA says, you have to give us some money.
Jokers, bro.
They put it in the paper.
Yeah, I knew for a couple of years ago. Yeah. That's the
madness.
Bro, imagine, bro, Mbappe up front for Cameroon right now, bro. Oh, bro. And you know what? And your sporting directors, Etu, you know. And you know Etu.
He'd be playing with him. He'd be him and Chopper Boateng and Chopper Moting.
Whoa! Yo, it was
Mbappe on the right, Chopper Moting down the middle, and somebody else on the other side.
The other guy, the captain, because he don't stop running, man. He runs up and down like a joker. But saying that, the guy from Brentford, Basuma.
Yeah, he's a camp. Yeah.
Bro, he's a baller still. He's a baller, bro. He's an absolute baller. So yeah, bro. Listen, man, they got some good ballers, man. With Mbappe, bro. Yo, finishing off them chances, bro. That would have been well interesting. But no, definitely salute. It looks so good, you know. And this is where I believe maybe Germany and England is about a decade behind France. I think France just gave up, bro. They just gave up about 15, 20 years ago and just said, if you're physically, you see like Wenger coaches, that generation of French coaches, they just said, forget this, guys. We're going to go to Africa and just get these ballers because our guys are not cutting it. We're not getting to no world. Because remember, without Platini then, and they had Platini's era when they had Tigana and my guy in defence, yeah? We kind of saw the blackness kind of Bowley, and you had Lamar in goals, who I didn't really rate. But anyway, but you got Bowley and you had Tigana, two good ballers that they had, yeah? So you got them two there, yeah? And they're going, imagine if we had more of this. You know what I'm saying? And then 10, 15 years later, bro, and the Basil Bali comes through, and all these guys started coming through, and all of a sudden, bro... That's isn't it? You remember Bar with the blonde hair, yeah, and he was went to Milan, you know, the one there still, yeah. So he's wicked in pro Evo, man. You know, he had his hairstyle, man.
He was rapid. Rapid. I didn't think he was anything special, but he was rapid.
And then you got the likes of Henry now coming. I mean, it's just a takeover of Daselli, you know, Vieira, you know. Did you rate Deschamps as a player?
Water carrier in it. The original water carrier in it.
Yeah, well, who's next to him, bro? Was it Vieira or Deselli?
Nah, it was Vieira in that, innit? Because he played Vieira, Petit and that, innit? That's it. Deschamps was the captain.
Yeah, that's what I said to my sons. Yeah, that's what I said to my sons. He said basically, he's a lucky guy that was next to Vieira. You know, when you're a lucky guy, he's a fortunate. He drew the short straw, and he ended up next to Vieira, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna win games here today because he's gonna do all the dirty stuff. You know what I mean? He can control this. Why I just do all the simple stuff? Simple thing, bro. Simple thing. So for me, France unlucky. Mbappe, bro. I know you said already. We want to end on this note. He needs to go to Real Madrid, bro. He does need to go to Real Madrid.
He's the future, bro.
Bro.
He's the future. You know what?
He needs to go. He needs to leave PSG, bro.
Tell you this. If France had won the World Cup yesterday, him having if they'd won the penalty shootout after everything's gone on 3-3, if France had won the penalty shootout, PSG win the league, and say get to the semi-finals of the Champions League, he'd win the Ballon d'Or. He'd have won the Ballon d'Or. That's the only way somebody's going to win the Ballon d'Or in French football. Somebody like only Kylian Mbappe can win the Ballon d'Or playing in France. Only Kylian Mbappe. There's no other player who's going to win the Ballon d'Or playing in France. It's not going to happen. He could have. That was his moment there. That was his moment.
Anthony, how would you feel as a baller? You're in the cup final, bro. You score a hat trick, bro. And you
I'm pissed, bro. Huh? I'm pissed. I'm pissed, bro. Sorry for my language, but I'm pissed. Sorry.
Are you ready to top up a man in the change room?
Bro, this is what I'm trying to say to you, though. That's what I'm saying to you, bro. My geezer, who took the penalty, the one that had the chance, you would have to, Raj, tell the geezer to take his clothes out the dressing room, yeah? Tell the geezer to take his clothes out the dressing room. I don't want to be getting changed next to him, but Anthony, bro, I've scored a hat-trick and we've lost. He had a chance to win it in the last minute.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, bro. Last minute, bro. Him, and he had a header, you know, bro. He had a header as well, bro. Where I thought if I was you,
why didn't that final chance land? Why didn't that final chance go to Mbappe?
Bro, you know that was a thunder dart, bro. If I ever, bro, listen, man, we'll be screaming right now to this very, very time. And even Mbappe, when you,
bro, I'll be telling you, we got to delete Melo out the group, bro. delete him out the group, fam, because he didn't believe, bro. He didn't believe. He comes with that Ku Klux Klan preaching, bro. He didn't believe, bro.
But the thing is, believe. This is scary, guys. If you look back at our videos, we did a video about the greatest black team ever, yeah.
And we had
we were struggling trying to justify keeping him out the team, and that was about three seasons ago. And we were talking them talk there before. He's writing amongst kind of like COVID time in it, yeah. And we were struggling to keep him out the team, guys. You know what I mean? Why is that? Because we seen him do things that man's not even done yet. You know what I'm saying? You know, but the problem is he just needs to go to Real Madrid and just finish off. You know what I mean? Just go to Real Madrid and just finish off. Him and the new Brazilian boy from Brazil, man. Just take over, and you know what I mean.
Kylian needs to go. Kylian needs to just come to the Prem.
Who's gonna come to?
Come to the Prem, then go Real Madrid.
You can't go Man City, bro.
Well, there's talk he'd be going to Liverpool if he's going to anywhere.
Oh, bro, Liverpool just chat's rubbish, bro. They got no money, bro. They got things to roll around with, man, bro.
Nah, bro. Liverpool are the favourites to sign Bellingham and Enzo Fernandez now, ain't it? That's their new midfield. Talk.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you, it's not going to happen, bro. Liverpool's playing fool's gold here. You know what I'm saying?
You being professional, is that your Man United hat?
That's me. That's not me falling for the H sources. H sources lead you astray. But right back now, the problem is they got a problem because they went to sell a club, and then Man United put their club on, and now everyone's running to Man United and not to Liverpool to sell to. So end of it. So yeah, that's the way it goes, man. You know. So we say it goes, man. But all I know is that. I just don't believe the hype when it comes to that, man. Do not believe the hype. Liverpool's been connected to every decent baller because their midfield's dead. You know what I'm saying? So fair play. You know what I'm saying? They can have De Jong all I care. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's the way it rocks up. But going back to the World Cup, guys, I would say over my lifetime, that's one of the best cup final of the World Cup I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's the best World Cup final I've ever seen, to be fair.
It hasn't been a World Cup
I remember.
Yeah. You're going back to when's that?
Doesn't mean like a whole heap of. There haven't been like a whole heap of great goals or great free. You remember you used to say like best free kick of the World Cup and. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Didn't really see no free. I mean, for me, the best free kick of this World Cup was Holland's equaliser against Argentina. I think that was sick.
And that's not even a strike at goal, guys. You know, that's just a pass the ball. But there's been I think there's been a lot of action. There's been a lot of the gaming.
Argentina have been lucky bad, you know.
Oh, bro, trust me, bro. The intensity.
Argentina have been lucky bad when you think about it.
Because you got the beat off Croatia. Croatia was dead, but by the time they reached them, I think Croatia got worn out by the 2 games before them. But basically. They get through just about against Holland. You know what I'm saying? Who they had before Holland? They just about beat Australia, and Australia almost scored to make it 2-2. You know what I'm saying? So you know, Australia they did enough to win. Yo, you salute, man. That's what Italy. You know when Italy got to the final, bro, of World Cup '90, they did everything just enough to win every single game, and that's what you got to do anyway. Still, yeah. But listen up. Bro, our time is we done up the time. Any last notes from about this World Cup? Again, you're saying it's the best final ever. Would you say it's in the top 3 best ever?
Easily the best final for me.
Yeah,
easily the best final.
Yeah, final was usually
not the best World Cup, not the best World Cup, but the best final.
Okay, you would say 82 is better.
86 was great for me. Argentina, Germany, that was a sick final as well. To be fair.
I was too young to absorb that then. I didn't quite catch it. I watched it.
Maradona's World Cup. That's Maradona's World Cup. So I just want, because as I said, I can't hate. Maradona was a baller, bro, and he was gifted, bro. And even though he was Argentinian, but as I said, I did my history on Diego, and he had a hard time because he looked like us. He looked more like us than them.
Scary, bro. Absolute scary, bro. Absolute scary. Do your research, guys, about Argentina. We're not no fans about the way they've been treated, people. Tell the truth, Argentina, and put it in your history books. Don't wipe us out. Don't wipe out the truth. Simple things, still. Yeah, simple things. Auntie, nothing but love for your time and everything, and we'll get this video out to people so people can catch it up, man. Yeah, nothing but love, my brother. Bless you, man.
Thanks for watching this content. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
You can also listen to Affinity Extra 24/7 at affinityextra.com. Don't forget to follow us as well on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter @/Affinity Extra. If you wish to support us, or if you want supporting as an artist, go to our Patreon, which is patreon.com/Affinity Extra, and don't forget to be